Why are there not more people talking about the most mysterious and awe-inspiring lake on Earth? Imagine a body of water so vast, so deep, that it holds 1/5 of all the fresh water on our planet. This is not an ocean, but a single lake, nestled deep within the heart of Siberia. This is Lake Baikal, a true natural wonder of the world. It is the deepest lake on Earth, plunging to an astonishing depth of over 1,600 meters. If you could take all the great rivers of the world, the Amazon, the Nile, the Yangtze, and pour their water together for an entire year, it would still not be enough to fill this immense basin. Its sheer volume is almost beyond comprehension, a colossal reservoir of life-giving water. Lake Baikal is located in a remote part of Russia, a vast wilderness known as Siberia. It is a place of extreme temperatures, where the winters are long and bitterly cold, and the summers are short but warm. The lake itself is shaped like a giant crescent moon, stretching for nearly 640 kilometers from north to south. It is so large that it can feel like standing on the shore of a sea, with the opposite bank often completely out of sight. The water is legendary for its clarity. On a calm day, one can see stones and objects lying on the lakebed, dozens of meters below the surface. This remarkable transparency is a testament to the purity of its waters. The scale of Lake Baikal is difficult to fully appreciate without seeing it. It is surrounded by towering mountain ranges, their peaks often capped with snow, even in the milder months. These mountains feed the lake with hundreds of rivers and streams, but only one river flows out, the Angara. During the harsh Siberian winter, the lake transforms into a spectacle of ice. The surface freezes over with ice so thick and so clear that it can look like polished black glass, fractured with intricate patterns of white cracks. This frozen world becomes a vital highway for local communities and a breathtaking sight for those fortunate enough to witness it. What makes this lake truly special is not just its size, but its incredible age. Most lakes on our planet are relatively young in geological terms, often lasting only a few thousand years. Lake Baikal, however, is ancient. Scientists believe it is around 25 to 30 million years old, making it the oldest lake in the world. This immense span of time has allowed a unique and isolated ecosystem to evolve within its depths. It is a living laboratory, a window into the distant past of our planet, holding secrets that we are only just beginning to understand. Its age and isolation are the keys to its extraordinary biodiversity. Why are there not more people talking about the hidden world beneath Lake Baikal's surface? This ancient, isolated lake is not just a body of water. It's a living laboratory, teeming with life forms you won't find anywhere else on the planet. Because of its great age and isolation from other major bodies of water, Lake Baikal has become home to a collection of plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth. It is a hotspot of endemic life, meaning that the majority of species living here are unique to this one location. Scientists have identified more than 2,500 species of plants and animals in the lake, and a staggering 80% of them are exclusive to Baikal. This makes the lake not just a geographical marvel, but a biological treasure of immense importance. Each creature and plant has adapted perfectly to the lake's cold, oxygen-rich waters. One of the most remarkable inhabitants is the Baikal seal, or Nirpa. It is one of the very few freshwater seal species in the world, and how its ancestors arrived here, thousands of kilometers from the nearest ocean, remains a fascinating scientific mystery. These charming silver-gray seals are masters of their environment. They spend their lives in the lake, raising their pups in lairs dug into the thick winter ice. They are a symbol of Baikal, representing the unique evolutionary journey that has taken place in these waters over millions of years. Seeing a Nirpa peeking its head above the water is a truly special moment. Beneath the surface lives another of Baikal's wonders, the Golomyanka or Baikal oilfish. This translucent fish is quite extraordinary because it is almost entirely made of fat and oil. It has no scales and gives birth to live young, which is highly unusual for a fish. When it dies, its body can dissolve in the water, leaving behind only its skeleton and a spot of oil. The Golomyanka lives at great depths and forms a vital part of the lake's food chain, being the primary food source for the Baikal seal. Its unique biology is a perfect adaptation to the immense pressure and cold of the deep lake. The incredible clarity of Baikal's water is maintained by another tiny yet vital creature, the Baikal episcura. This minuscule crustacean, no bigger than a grain of rice, is the lake's janitor. Vast swarms of these creatures, numbering in the trillions, constantly filter the lake water, consuming algae and bacteria. They are so efficient that they can filter the entire top layer of the lake several times a year, which is why the water remains so pure. This humble creature is the foundation of the entire aquatic food web and the secret behind the lake's astonishing transparency. It is a powerful reminder that even the smallest organisms can have a colossal impact. I bet you didn't know that Lake Baikal isn't just the world's deepest lake. It's also the heart and soul of entire communities, shaping lives and traditions for thousands of years. For countless generations, Lake Baikal has been more than just a body of water for the people who live along its shores. It has been a source of life, spirituality, and identity. Indigenous communities such as the Buryat people have a deep and ancient connection to the lake, which they often refer to as the sacred sea. For them, Baikal is a powerful living entity, a place of spiritual energy where shamans would come to connect with the spirits of nature. Many capes and islands on the lake are considered sacred sites, and stories and legends about Baikal have been passed down through generations, weaving the lake into the very fabric of their culture. The history of human settlement around the lake is long and rich. Archaeological discoveries suggest that people have lived here for thousands of years, adapting to the challenging Siberian climate. They have relied on the lake for their survival, fishing its waters for omo, a type of salmonoid fish that is a local delicacy, and using the frozen surface as a road in winter. The lake has shaped their way of life, their traditions, and their worldview. It is a provider and a guide, a constant presence in their lives that commands respect and reverence. The relationship between the people and the lake is one of deep mutual dependence. The arrival of Russian explorers and settlers from the 17th century onwards brought new changes to the region. The Trans-Siberian Railway, a monumental feat of engineering, was built along the southern shore of the lake in the early 20th century. This connected the remote region to the rest of Russia and the world, bringing with it industry and new populations. For a time, during its construction, train carriages were even transported across the frozen lake on giant ice-breaking ferries. This railway transformed the area, turning the lake from a remote sanctuary into a strategic corridor for trade and travel. Today, the lake continues to be a vital resource for the local population. Fishing remains an important industry, and a growing tourism sector brings people from all over the world who are eager to witness the lake's beauty. However, this also brings challenges. The local communities are at the forefront of the effort to find a balance between using the lake's resources and protecting its fragile ecosystem. Their deep historical connection gives them a unique perspective on the importance of preserving Baikal, not just for its natural value, but as the heart of their own cultural heritage. This is gonna blow your mind. Lake Baikal isn't just the world's deepest lake. It's a living time capsule holding secrets that could change how we see our planet forever. For scientists, Lake Baikal is a natural laboratory of unparalleled importance. Its ancient origins and unique ecosystem provide a living record of Earth's history. By studying the sediment at the bottom of the lake, researchers can look back millions of years and understand past climate changes, offering vital clues about the future of our planet. The lake's deep waters also hold unique microorganisms and geological features that are still being discovered. The Baikal Deep Underwater Neutrino Telescope, submerged far below the surface, even uses the pure water to search for elusive particles from space, turning the lake into an observatory for cosmic events. The lake's remarkable biodiversity offers endless opportunities for scientific discovery. Studying how creatures like the Baikal seal or the Golomyanka fish have adapted to such an extreme and isolated environment helps us understand the very processes of evolution. Each endemic species is a unique chapter in the story of life, and losing even one would be like tearing a page from a book that can never be rewritten. Scientists are working tirelessly to catalog and understand this incredible web of life, knowing that it holds lessons that could be beneficial for medicine, environmental science, and our fundamental understanding of the natural world. However, this precious world is facing threats. Pollution from nearby industries, agricultural runoff, and untreated sewage from shoreline settlements pose a significant risk to the lake's pure waters and delicate ecosystem. The introduction of invasive species, not native to the lake, could disrupt the finely tuned balance that has existed for millions of years. Unregulated tourism can also put a strain on the local environment. These pressures threaten to damage the very qualities that make Lake Baikal so special: its purity, its clarity, and its unique forms of life. The challenge we face is to prevent this pristine wilderness from being lost. Protecting Lake Baikal is a responsibility that falls to all of humanity. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its outstanding universal value. This ancient lake is not just a Russian treasure. It is a part of our planet's shared heritage. We must support efforts to reduce pollution, promote sustainable tourism, and empower local communities to be the guardians of this sacred sea. By ensuring that Lake Baikal remains pure and alive, we are not only preserving a place of breathtaking beauty and scientific wonder, but we are also safeguarding a vital piece of our planet's soul for all the generations yet to come. It is a duty of care we must not fail.